want to talk a little bit about your new album that just released?
Okay, it's a labor of love, a labor process that took about 4 years actually. Back then after Babies, when we had enough original songs, of course we wanted to work on something, and we were deciding whether we should release an EP, like a mini album or like a full-length album. In the end, we felt that one of our goals would be to have a full-length album, so we skipped the EP bit and went straight into doing a full-length. We recorded it at Snake Studios with Leonard Susei, who's arguably one of the most well-known sound engineers in Singapore. We sent it to Seattle for mastering with a studio that has worked with bands like Death Cab for Cutie. So the band has 10 songs. It's called Waiting for Friday. Same name as one of the tracks in the album. And basically it contains 10 of the best songs we've written. And it took a bit longer than we expected because we all graduated from school while we were working on the album. So your day jobs came along and we had much less time to record the album. And when it was done, we were also deciding on how should we market it, how should we distribute it. And so some of these things took a while longer because we're an indie band. We don't even have an official manager, so we didn't have a label to help us do things that many artists would probably take for granted. So we had to do all the legwork. We actually called up the retailers like HMV and all that. So it's been a really pretty tiring but very fun process, and we're really proud of the creative control that we had over it. And now it's finally out. We've been joking that sometimes it feels like a greatest hits collection as our first album because we've been performing the songs for like 3 or 4 years now. A lot of our fans and friends actually know the songs very well, just that there hasn't been something to buy. So now it's out and yeah, we're very happy with the feedback so far.
Cool. At this point, I'd like to open up the floor for questions. Anybody would like to ask King Kong Jane anything? Yes.
You mentioned school. Which school are you referring to?
All from NTU. Yeah, we met in NTU because we all studying in different courses, but we stayed in the same hall. Yeah, so we were kind of like the hall jam band, so to speak. So back then we had a jamming room in the hall to practice. We practiced almost every day after school. Day after school, just practice. So it was really fun, and I think it really helped us to lay a lot of foundations for our sound. But after we graduated, then, oh my goodness, there's no hall anymore, you know? So even things like a jamming studio, we have to go and book it. Oh wow, a jamming studio costs $20 per hour, you know? Yeah, so it's an interesting place to start in school and branch out after that.
Who are your influences?
Who are our influences? Okay, back then when we started playing covers, a lot of bands that we liked in common and covered were bands like The Killers, Franz Ferdinand, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Muse, and I think by covering the songs, some of they definitely have been a great influence on our own sound as well. So arguably these are the few bands I would say. But I think some people have said that our songs are quite eclectic in the sense that it seems quite difficult to pin us down to one specific band. It's not very obvious who we sound like, which I hope is a good thing. Partly because we all listen to very different genres of music.